there, it's Josh, producer of MDX Unplugged. In today's episode, we're joined by model, actress, and current MDX Dubai student Stephanie. From her first Shein collab to walking the MDX Icon runway, Stephanie shares her journey into modelling, mental health, and making space for authenticity in the fashion world. This one's raw, real, and full of personality. Let's get into it. Start figuring this out.
We're back again.
I mean, you guys will obviously not tell the difference on whether we were back or not, but we did take a bit of a break. Did some traveling. You traveled where to recently?
Cyprus, guys. It's such a great place. That's all I'm going to say.
Of course.
What happens in Cyprus stays in Cyprus.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
did some traveling too. I traveled to Mirdip city center.
Oh, there you go. Here comes Tanura's joke.
Yeah, of course. we love the cringe over here.
Okay.
So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of MDX Unplugged, unfiltered, unscripted university life. I am your co-host Tanura. I am, of course, joined by my fellow co-host Farhan.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm coach.
You know I'm gonna. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I'm joined by my fellow co-host Coach Farhan. 2 more months, man, and then the season kicks back. I hope you're ready for that.
Good luck. Three times. Let's get it.
3 times.
Three
And, oh yeah, 3-peat. We'll get to that in a bit. And today we are joined by another guest who I'm not sure how to truly introduce because she seems to be a person with a lot of talent. She is a model. She is currently a student at our university as well. And I'm going to leave the rest of the introduction to her because I don't want to mess it up.
Oh,
So please
Not a corny influencer.
that's
that as well. So feel free to roast her on the chats. It is none other than Stephanie. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please don't roast me. But hi, my name is Stephanie. I am a model. I don't know what else to say. I go to Middlesex, Dubai, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
Definitely not for diversity card, guys.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
Not
definitely not.
Yeah, great. You gotta love.
Diversity.
What is that?
that?
What is it?
You can't even tell there's diversity on this table if you think about it.
See, we are very diverse now.
Yeah.
We got Sri Lanka, India, Zimbabwe, and of course, a round of applause to the producer from the United Kingdom, Josh. Of course, the main man, Josh, can.
He's done with you, Tanura. That's what it is.
I've got a mic. I've got a mic
Oh,
today.
he's got a
He's
mic
got a
as
mic.
well.
Yeah.
Well.
I'm not gonna waste any time. Farhan, I want you to take over on this one.
Your first question is,
Oh my god.
what got into modeling?
What got
much
me
aggression.
into modeling? Delusion.
Delusion.
I've always been passionate about it. If you watch my home videos, you will see I always loved being the center of attention. Whenever there was a camera and someone was speaking, I would always be there in front of the camera, posing, doing the most. And then for me, it was just like, oh, I want to be a model and whatnot, but that was never realistic because being back home in Africa and then like looking at like famous models like, you know, Gigi, Bella, Kendall, it was just like, I have to move to the US and things like that. And so I think it was 2023 where I was like, you know what? I'm going to be delusional. And I started messaging these brands on Instagram. I got their emails. And it was basically just like, hi, do you want me? You know?
Hi, do you want me?
Yeah, do you want me? And it was just like, you know, I feel like I could expand your audience and diversity, things like that.
Did you get like a 9 band on the IELTS exams or something? You're using some next level English right here.
I did well in IELTS.
There we go.
But like, yeah, I did that. And then some brands were just like, oh, we love the confidence, but you're in Africa. No, like straight up.
I didn't say anything, guys. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. So I think the first, I don't want to say influencer collab, but it was like the first collab I did was with Shein, and I was back home. And that was like kind of like a big deal, you know?
Yeah,
'cause
of course.
They isn't like where I live, Shein wasn't like easily accessible.
Okay.
So it was like, oh, okay, mom, I got a Shein deal. And my mom was on a cruise when I got the package and stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for you to get home before I open it. And it was anticipation. It was like, okay, what am I gonna do? I would started looking at videos, and it's like, am I gonna do
Trying to figure out what to actually put out.
Because it was like, I can't mess this up. This is my introduction to all of this and whatnot. And then I did it, and the response to that video was like really well. And I was like, okay, cool. Now what's next? So
I like how she said really well, trying to keep it on like the humble side.
Yeah,
It popped off, didn't it? Admit it. It popped off.
Did it pop off?
It popped off. She's literally not.
it was decent for someone who's never really had experience in that, because if you see my archives, you will know I had
So
no
what was this, a picture or a video? Like what was it? Was
It was a video, and then when
Okay.
I did come to Dubai, I did have a photo shoot for
Okay,
this
okay.
stuff. So it was like, okay, coolsy. I generally had no idea what I was gonna do next, and it was now just like for me about building that audience, not doing the content, because I didn't want to make content and then not have people there to like receive it and gauge whether the responses are telling me like, okay, continue in this niche, or girls, stay at home. So
a bit too blunt, but fair enough.
I mean, yeah.
She's not even like rejecting. She's like, yeah, that was blunt. That I took
No,
that personally.
I just feel, with content, it's very subjective. So some people feel like, okay, I'm gonna make content and I'm gonna blow off of that, and then it doesn't, and then you end up looking cringe. And with my anxiety, I did not want to look cringe, because I feel like
Of course.
that would
Why
be
cringe?
Oh, great.
something that keeps me up at 5 a.m. 3 years plus after it's
See,
happened.
when you start something, any single thing,
Yeah.
everyone says it's cringe at first. But when
Yeah.
it's successful, they're like,
No,
that's
that's-
not cringe now.
that's
It's
actually
Living proof.
Living
Guess what?
proof,
buddy?
no, that's
Our own friends are like, this is the most dumbest idea ever.
I'll just say this: the amount of people that were calling us out.
Yeah, like this is the most.
Where are you now?
Where?
Where are you now?
Oh, hello. No, I get that, but I feel like the town that I grew up in, everyone knows everyone and everyone talks about everyone, and I did not want to be talked about again in that light. So
Makes sense. Like when
It
you
was
especially have a
like-
close knit community.
yeah,
It's
I
interesting.
feel, I feel like you need a bit of cringe in everyone's like needs a
That's
bit of cringe.
true,
I feel
that's
like that's what's
true.
gonna make, you know what, I've grown now from this.
that is valid, very valid.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, it's either I do this and I make it, or I do it and it is what it is.
And just fail and just do your next job.
Not fail, just like delete myself from the internet permanently.
Okay,
you know?
that's I think that's a bit extreme.
That's
That's a bit extreme, you know.
She'll get deleted with this podcast.
yeah. No, but it went wow, and then it was like, okay, what's next? And then it was now building the audience. So I started with Snap stories, and I was doing get ready with me's or just random
This is
videos.
GM.
GRW.
GRW.
Come on, man. Get ready with me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and then just venting, and then also just doing blogs and stuff.
there's a niche for venting.
There is, you know.
I don't think there's a niche for venting. I
There
think that's
isn't-
just an accepted form of
It's
communication
just
now.
crashing out online.
There we go.
Yeah. So I did that, and then it was like, okay, people are responding well to the Snap, and then it was like, oh, guys, you can follow me on Instagram if you
Ah,
want.
there's the plug. There's the plug.
There it was.
Basically, she was venting it, and then she product placement at the end. That's
Yeah, so it was just
marketing
that,
strategy right there.
guys, marketing. Well, I do marketing in my course, so.
So
There we go.
There
There
we
we go.
She cracked the code before she joined the course.
Congrats.
Exactly. So it was doing that, and then when I moved to Dubai, it was now like, okay, now I do have the space to do that openly, and I was too excited for it. Because no, I was genuinely too excited.
I don't think you could get enough excitement at things you love to do.
No, I feel like I was too excited because in my delusional state, I thought, okay, I was just gonna go be a model, get signed to an agency, and then I was gonna.
Okay, yeah, there
I
we
was
go.
gonna
There we go.
travel the
There we
world.
go.
I was gonna be paid like like maybe 20 grand per
20
shoot.
grand is crazy.
Man, 20
Most
grand.
of the models over here do it for free.
The
For
only time I've
free,
seen 20
yeah.
grand is in Sri Lanka in rupee format.
Oh wow.
And how much? What's one dirham equal? What's the currency rate?
Yeah, that's like
22?
about no for Sri Lankan rupee is like 80.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bring up inflation in your case, but like
Oh, okay. Oh, shots are fired. Crazy, but okay.
All right.
I've seen the bills, bro.
Listen, okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you said Shein was one of the bigger brands you've done. So what
Yeah.
are the other bigger gigs you've done, whether it's free or paid or whatever it may be? What's the bigger brands you've
I
had in your
Think
portfolio?
my biggest in the portfolio will be the icon shows, cause like
The MDX plug again.
Yes, here we go.
It's become an MDX. What do you say? Product placement at this
There we
point.
go.
no.
Okay.
As you can see by the title,
Title.
MDX Unplugged.
Are
This
you
is-
happy? Are you
Yeah.
happy? All the departments? Are all the departments happy now? Okay.
Okay, but
sorry.
come back. So the
Alright.
icon show.
Icon. Okay,
show.
outside of Middlesex.
Yeah, outside.
Because
Outside of Middlesex.
we're giving them too much credit now. I think that's enough.
Like, for you, like in terms of whether it's
it could be like a small brand. It doesn't have to be like Chanel or anything, but just
Chanel. I would love to do Chanel.
one day we'll
Shout out.
manifest it. You heard it. You
yeah.
heard it.
So in terms of like the brands, let's say which one outside of the university was
Like
the
a
most,
startup brand.
the most
or
fulfilling
anything.
one to you so far?
Or is it still Shein?
I did this jewelry brand.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think she started up in Germany, and then she has a friend who does content here, and was like, "Oh, okay, you can start that in the UAE." So again, delusion. Had a friend, fellow classmate, who was like, "Oh, you do content, you model. Well, I follow this girl who's in Dubai, and she's doing content and stuff." So I followed her, and then she followed me back. Then I liked some of her posts, and she liked some of my posts, and it's like, oh, okay.
So
And
basically
then-
stalking each other. That's
Basically, just like kind
I
of
didn't wanna
like
say it, but yeah.
silently rizzing each other up until
that's not rizzing.
I don't know. I don't know, cause like it was like
If that's
big-
rizzing, we need to talk after this episode.
Okay, we do.
Pause.
But then believe I messaged her first,
Okay.
and I was like, "Hi, girly." And
There's the Riz.
yeah.
There's the Riz. Hi, girl.
No, like the "Hey, girly" texts are not a good thing.
Okay.
You know, it's like,
So,
oh.
so the jewelry brand was.
Yeah, so I messaged her and I was just like, "I love your content. If you want to collab, we should definitely do that." And then she was like, "Girl, actually, I have this project coming up with a friend's jewelry line, and if you're down, we could do that." And I was like, "Girl, I'm down," you know. But keeping it cool and it's like, "Oh, okay, like tell me when, let me check my schedule." I was free. I was so free.
But you had to pretend like you're busy, things are going on in your life.
You know, it's like,
Okay.
Not that I just moved from a completely different continent in order to study my
No,
academics.
no,
yeah,
absolutely not.
totally not.
To-
Like,
totally throwing those first year assignments aside.
I did well my first
Okay.
year.
Okay, that's
Okay,
good.
let's hope he says that for the next 2 years.
Oh, it will, you know.
Bro's just manifesting her failure right now in the
I'm
academics.
not.
Okay, okay.
You know,
Of course.
Jesus loves me, so that's all.
Okay,
Okay.
fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Makes sense.
Plus, I'm African. I have no choice.
Here's a
I was waiting for her to say that. I was waiting.
No,
here's a interesting question for you.
Okay.
Do you think modeling is a viable career?
Um.
I know you're just starting your modeling career kind of side, but do you think is it viable?
yes and no. Yes, if you are within the stereotypical acceptable
Where's she going with this?
I have a feeling, but I
Yeah,
don't want to be
we're
held
gonna-
accountable for
yeah.
this.
no, I just feel like if you have a certain look and you're from a certain type of
Background.
background, yeah, it's like, oh, you can, pop off and stuff. But with certain type of people, it's like modeling is seen as a hobby. And it's like you're not really taken too seriously, and it's like, oh, you're pretty, but
No, I think not just hobby, but it's also seen a bit of a taboo in certain cultures. still.
yeah, no, for real, because I feel like me exploring the whole modeling thing, it wasn't something that I would say that like, oh, I want to do modeling and stuff, but with the whole stereotype that, oh, people that do modeling, they're like pressured to do certain type of things, and the negative outlook on being a female model and stuff. I feel like I had a lot of family and friends that were very protective of that, and they were like, are you really sure? And so when I kind of was like, you know what the heck, I'm gonna go for it, it was like, okay, you're doing it, and then also just staying in tune with the morals I grew up with, and not getting that pressure to do things that I wouldn't do. It was kind of like, okay, cool. But then it was very, I don't know, I feel like people looked at it from a
I guess there's a lot of blurred lines
Yeah.
that come to it, not just from the career side, but also like you
Yeah.
mentioned, the personal side.
Yeah, personal and stuff. And then also when you look at like mental health and stuff, that was something I was just like, I feel like I didn't really understand fully until I got into it, because it was like, oh, I want to do it, and then I did it, and then it was like, okay, anxiety is a thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no! You shouldn't question that, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just
Giving
like,
Josh more things to bleep out.
No, I'm just asking a genuine question. Is it?
Of course.
yeah, no, I feel like my mental health has been questioned a lot with the whole modeling thing, because I wouldn't say, I feel like it's given me confidence, but it's also given me insecurity as well. And it was like just something where it's like, you're good enough, but it's like, are you good enough for the area that you're in? Because like you will be told, I have been very vocal about this. I don't know if I can say the agency, but they reached out to me, and then they were like, okay, look, you're pretty, but we don't want your
What is this?
they like, and I quote,
don't want anyone like that has
Did
scratches
they
there.
point out like this? Like, yeah.
I quote, they
There's
said,
gonna be
we're
a
not
clip, by the
looking.
Of course
I-
it is. Great.
I quote, they said, we're not looking for black skin. And then it was like,
That's crazy.
but you reached out to me, So
I like it when a place has double standards.
Double
Not
standards.
just in like their
yeah.
their tone, but also in their recruitment process.
Yeah. So
Sorry, how big is this agency?
really big actually. Yeah.
He is so happy about this. I'm over here thinking like, okay, what legal barriers do we have to pick up next?
The thing is, to me, it was like, what shocked me is that I didn't reach out to you. You reached out to me. You found me. You found my Instagram. You asked for my number. I got like excited. I did the tee-hee-hees and everything. Only for you to be like, right, sorry, we're not really into your skin tone, It's not you, it's your skin
I probably
tone.
thought you were white when they saw your account.
Yeah, like I basically.
I'm sorry, wait, time out. How is that even possible? She's a model. You can see the person.
That's the thing. That's what always gets
Maybe
me.
they're colorblind. Maybe the agency's colorblind. Who knows?
You really don't know how colorblind people operate, do you?
That's-
Just black, white, gray. They all the
I
same.
guess that's a mystery for me, but like, yeah.
But how does
It's okay
The
now.
thing is, like, what I think I've told myself to, no, I haven't told myself this, but like it is like an agency that operates in like a lot of mainly fashionable countries and stuff. So the initial account, I believe, is in the US, and it was like, okay, we have people in Dubai, we see you in Dubai, give us your number and they will reach out to you. And then it was like, okay, they reached out to me and then they were like, oh, can you send us some of your pictures or your portfolio? I did. The ghost
Okay, there
thing.
we go. She sent pictures and a portfolio. What more proof of double standard do you need?
Yeah.
Blind, I guess.
So I don't know. They ghosted me and it was like, oh. So
It's okay. At least you're thriving now.
yeah, trying to.
Trying to. That's okay.
I just feel like finding an agency or a brand or people that I can work with that look at you as like more than just free advertisement for diversity and stuff. It's pretty difficult because I don't know, I've had my fair share of encounters where it's like, okay, are you booking me because I'm a model or you're booking me because of my skin? You know?
No, I
So-
can't even like. The thing is, in some cases, like you can kind of be like,
Very
okay, you
political
can.
episode, guys. Very political.
Right.
Let's get it.
Josh,
Yeah.
we're gonna need the board review on this one.
What?
All right, we got the board confirmation. But no,
Continue.
like,
Let's go.
if you don't mind me saying, like, I can kind of see it in the sense that it's not just in this case of like race. It could be on anything, any
Right.
part of you, and it's difficult, especially when you come from one culture where you see it
Yeah.
a lot, and you come to the rest of the world and you feel like, oh,
Yeah.
is it really though?
No, true. Because like I don't want to just say like, oh, it's like a racial thing. It's also a gender thing because I have male friends that love modeling and things like that, but they are told that like, oh, that makes you a certain type of person. Like, you know, I don't think I can say that on air. And it's
You
like,
say it respectfully.
Be as 9-band level IELTS score as you can.
hey Siri, how do
Okay,
Of course, we
joking.
gotta trust.
Okay.
Thanks.
No.
We appreciate it, of
Thank
course.
you.
Number one rule: trust the AI.
yeah.
Trust
Chat
me,
GPT,
Um,
Gemini, let's keep going.
I feel like a lot of my male friends have been told that modeling is for the female industries. So
Before you continue, I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
I can get a Prada fashion line clip of 4 of the greatest movie villains of all time, all males, to disprove that statement.
clock it.
Right now.
Clock it.
I never thought I'd see the Green Goblin wear an outfit like that, but fair play.
Clock it. Thank you.
That's
But-
got me still though. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
expect Gary Oldman to do that.
I
Yeah,
feel like when it
seriously.
comes to models, they kind of forget that are they going to bring eyes to the product? Because for me, what has worked is like, I know I signed up in the agency, nothing. I don't care. I don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
But how I work with all the brands and modeling to be their brand image ambassador, whatever it may be, it's if I'm going to give them the engagement, the eyes of the product, and if I
Right.
convince them with my content and whatever I do, with however I frame it, it kind of helps them out because the brand needs to be convinced, okay, if you're the model, can they bring eyes to your product or at least know brand awareness? That's what it is. That's what loads of models miss. Lots of models, they kind of sign up to agency, which is fine. That's a big step. But they only focus on like how they look, how their portfolios, rather than like
Right.
how they could convince a brand on them to model them, hire and whatnot.
Right.
So that's one of the things.
So it's like bringing your own, yourself, your actual character into it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, just sell yourself in the sense
Yeah.
like how you as a personal brand would work with the brand
That
as well.
is so valid because I feel like nowadays everyone is trying to imitate a well-known model. Like I feel like a lot of the girlies, I'm sorry, but a lot of them are like, oh, Miss Bella Hadid, things like that, and it's like you
Shade,
could-
shade, 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 shade.
No,
Shade,
it's not
shade,
shade.
shade,
It's not
shade.
shade. I just have like a lot of friends where it's like outside of modeling. It's like this is the energy you should be bringing into this. Like, this is the kind of, personality you should add to it. Because when I'm doing shoots or gigs or whatever and stuff, I try my best to bring my personality into it. A lot of people are like, oh, okay. Is that gonna be cut out?
No, it's okay. Don't
But,
worry.
like,
We'll work on.
that's just like my natural personality. I love being bubbly. I love being out there. I love being friendly and like hyped. And I don't want there to be an idea that like, oh, just because I do modeling and stuff, I have to be like, stone-faced, cold-hearted, like, like I'm not gonna talk to you, I'm not gonna interact with you, things like that.
Be more, okay, for the lack of better term, a lot more human about it. I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly. So I feel like a lot of people are not bringing that humanity into the whole industry, and it's not necessarily their fault, because I feel like the industry as well, it does kind of promote a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of characteristic, and a lot of people believe that like, okay, if I'm like this, I'm gonna get ahead. And it's like, no, people are just gonna think you're mean. And I will admit, like, that's how I thought in the beginning. And then it was like, it's not natural for me to
just stay like that.
Yeah.
You had to.
She wants to be a girly pop.
No, not like I want to be a girly pop. It's just
She
that
wants
I
to combine all three of the Powerpuff Girls into one.
Okay, it kind of works.
Buttercup.
Or
Oh,
Buttercup. Yeah, okay.
Buttercup was the best, and I stand by that.
Agreed. Buttercup.
Thank you.
I haven't seen it.
Buttercup?
I haven't seen enough of the Powerpuff Girls to give a comment.
Please leave this
Get out.
podcast now.
Get out.
How could you
I'm
not watch
kidding.
Powerpuff
Nah,
Girls?
I'm a Bubbles gang all the way.
Bubbles.
Listen, Bubbles is just
Nope.
a crazed individual. Just does whatever she wants.
Bubbles is adorable.
Bubbles is just adorable, man.
You know what Bubbles is? Bubbles is the definition of, I did something terrible, but I'm cute, so no one's gonna say anything.
Okay.
That okay.
Fair.
When you say like that, like
Exactly.
we stand Bubbles.
Bubbles,
We love Bubbles.
Stitch, all of those guys.
I love
Cuteness
Stitch.
beats their craziness.
True, but I feel like with Buttercup, I love how we're talking about
Powerpuff
Bubbles.
Girls. It's one of the best
Cartoon
shows.
Network.
Yeah.
Nick, this is OG stuff.
Sponsorship, I hear.
they bankrupt. Cartoon Network is bankrupt now,
They're
unfortunately.
not bank. No, they go bankrupt. They just
Yes, they shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that.
That's
Show canceling this, that, whatnot.
No, true.
Speaking of shows, let's
Uh,
talk about the one show which we are going to talk about.
uh,
The MDX Icon show.
okay.
Why
so-
do you say that with so much aggressiveness?
I
bro?
don't know. It's too early today, so
yeah,
I
it is.
think I didn't sleep well.
I mean, they won't know what time we're recording. For all they know, we're recording at like 12 a.m.
Exactly.
Probably.
Tell me about your experience in short. How was the whole MDX
Uh,
Icon show?
Okay, so I've done it for 2 years now.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. The first time I did it, I was so anxious about it because I think this was when I was still doing the readjustments. I was still back home and I was like looking over like like student emails. They like send you like, oh, there are things like this happening, you can sign up and whatnot.
The classic university life emails, ma'am.
Yeah, so I got that email and I was like, oh, modeling, like, I'm gonna do that, And then come the actual audition, I was like, no, I'm not gonna go. I was so anxious about it because it was like, I've never done runway. My walk might be weird. I have scoliosis, so it's like, it's probably gonna show. And,
What is scoliosis?
scoliosis, it's your spine is
No. I know what scoliosis is.
I was about to be like, if a coach doesn't know.
No. I know what scoliosis is. We're seeing both at scoliosis.
Yeah, exactly.
right. So I was with like my friend, shout out to Asma, and she was encouraging me. She was like, go, and I was like, I'll go if you go. And she's like, girl, and I was like, girl, we're going together. So we went, and this was
Classic
like,
peer pressure.
yeah, but like positive peer pressure.
Sure, continue.
It was. So we went and we were just like, hi. we missed auditions. We just want to know if they're gonna be others. And they were like, yeah. And then we're like, oh, since we're here, can we do it? Like, there was no one else. So it's like
Just
if
took
we
advantage of the empty room, basically.
yeah, it's like if we get rejected, we get rejected in silence, and it's fine.
It's fair.
So then she's like, okay, yeah, sure, there's the ramp and stuff. And then I was like so nervous. I was going off of, my America's Next Top Model skills. Like, I got this, okay? Tyra Banks has taught me well. So
Wait, hold on. Tyra Banks was a model?
Yeah.
I just thought she was the host of America's Got Talent at one time.
She was a model, and then she had a show, America's Next Top Model. She did a lot of things. She was also an actress. I
Google
believe.
search that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do your research for tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Continue.
Okay, sorry, continue. Please.
So started walking and was on the ramp. Was slippery. So like now it's like, okay, crazy. I'm gonna fall. And it's not going to be a rejection. It's going to be like, now you see me at school. It's like, that girl over there, And it was like, okay, how do I not fall? And then she was like, oh, like, you're stiff and stuff. And I was like, sorry, I have scoliosis. And then she was like, yeah, I know, I can see. And I was like,
Dang.
and I was like, oh,
Okay.
Direct hit.
okay.
Street fight to be like fatality.
And then she was like, look, you have a good walk, just like walk with like your strong foot first, and like don't do all of that, like relax, breathe, and then like I did it, and then she's like, okay. And then my friend did it. My friend ate it down. Asma ate it down, and it was like Miss Ma'am was saying she's not gonna do it, and she like walked like she was doing it her whole life, and it was like crazy. She's gonna get picked. I am not. But like, I love my friend. I'm gonna be there. Like, yeah, you go, girl.
So in the end, both of you got picked.
Yeah. So I thought my friend was just gonna get picked, and then like it was like, okay, like she's like, thank you. Give us your numbers and names, and it's like, oh, what for? And it's like, you're in, and it was like, oh, yeah. So then they were like, there's gonna be like a second audition where they're gonna make the selected models walk again. And that's going to be the final cut. So if you're not selected, then
game over.
It's like you're not good enough, basically. So I was nervous. My friend and was also nervous, meeting new people. And then it was like, okay, like, cool. We got a number, and it was like walking up in the line, doing the posing things and stuff. And I was so in my head, and I was like, don't fall. Just don't fall. It's not about having a good time. Just don't embarrass yourself. That was like my mindset. It's like, this is not fun. This is about like not embarrassing yourself, because if you embarrass yourself, and the anxiety is so real.
The casting call or the final show?
The final casting.
This is the final, this is the final selection round.
So they selected the models, and now they were selecting from the selected. And then it was like, okay, cool. So I did it, and then I actually almost slipped. And it was like, okay, that's it. That is evil. That is diabolical. Sir, get out. Get out. But
she was gonna do the stanky legs.
I was about to like fall.
But you did not fall.
But you didn't fall. That's the main
I
thing.
caught myself, but it was obvious, it was like, and it was like, oh, that's it. That's cool. It's like, okay, thank you guys for your time.
People slip on their walks.
Yeah.
But let's be fair. This is MDX Icon show. Do you really think they're going to throw you out?
The thing is, for me, that was like my first time doing like a runway show. So like, to me, it was like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then we will see where we go from there. And got in, and it was like, wow, it's either I'm actually good or the standards are really low. And like
board check on that as well, please.
No, we're approving all
like,
this.
I had like no experience whatsoever. I knew my walk was not the best. I was just like, And I
You're
was
saying
like,
that now, but clearly you got picked 2 years running. So
2 years running.
that's a bit of a
yeah,
push
gonna be
that it's
3 years
agreed.
in a row, I'm assuming. So
yeah,
2-3 peats on the way, guys.
3 peats. So
maybe. Who
3 years
knows?
icon show, 3 years team of the year. Maybe let's find out.
Maybe. Who
Unless I
knows?
slip up and not announce you guys. What?
What? Unless I
So-
hijack the show. What? Sorry, go on.
So got selected, and now it was like we had to practice the walk. And it was like, okay, as you're walking, designers will pick you and stuff. And my friend got called while we were doing the walks and stuff, and it was like, I didn't get called, and it was like, oh, maybe they're gonna like say like, okay, no one wants you, go home.
I think there's a
Yeah.
cheat code for this. No, there's a cheat code to get into this icon modeling icon show.
Oh no.
Really?
If you know the designer
Oh great.
as a friend,
The thing is,
yeah, no. So what happened?
for some people, yes.
So the thing is, before the whole
Nepotism. You gotta
no,
love
no. So before the whole icon show thing, there was a youth fashion show. It was a big deal because icon
Yeah.
show wasn't there. So how it worked was, they'll have all this casting call and all of those stuff.
Right.
But if you had friends who actually designed them, you can just like, hey, do you want to design like with my body frame? I was like, yeah, sure. And then they could pick you up as a model. But the whole casting is just like it's like money laundering scheme where you had like a fake thing, and then you do the whole.
So if you want to learn money laundering, you go to Ozarks and us.
more or less. So yeah. So they kind of as long as you have friends in the fashion
Right.
thing, and they can design the whole thing. And if you're modeling, it's easy, and then just fashion it
Yeah.
up, and you could be the model, and that's about it. So you
True.
don't know.
Like I do know like some designers pick their own models out of the selected models.
Wait to me like that.
No,
So some
prove my
people
point.
that were selected later on were like told bye bye, you know. So yeah, my friend, she didn't know any of the designers and stuff, but then like they reached out to her while we were doing the walk, and they're like, oh, we want you and stuff. And like no one really did that for me, and it was like, okay, maybe they're gonna, say like bye bye. And I got picked by this phenomenal designer, and it was like, okay, cool, I got one designer, and it was like, that's good enough for me. Then I got a call.
For another one.
Pardon?
For another one.
For another one, like a week later, and like I was just like, huh? Okay, cool. And it's like,
here's an interesting question I want to ask. So I keep seeing that there's only few models in the show, but they keep repeating, but with different designers. What's exactly going on there? Like, is it less models? Is it like what?
so.
Hey man, why are you exposing secrets?
No. It's
Yeah,
because
no,
when I watch the icon show, I'm just like, what is happening here? Because I saw the same model for another design. So
It's
what's
literally,
happening?
Like one time we literally went like
Right.
twin
Wait.
or we were so
So,
confused.
usually what happens, okay, it's like with designers, it's like you can be designer 1 and designer 5, and like you're a team, whereas like you're a set. So the models designer 1 has, designer
Okay, cool.
2 is gonna use as well.
Okay.
So those designers need to coordinate on the makeup look, the hair look, because there's not enough time to
To
change
do everything.
the hair and
Could
makeup.
never.
So it's like you will most likely have at least 2 designers,
Okay.
minimum 1, but most likely 2. So if you're doing set 1, you're gonna do set 5, same designers in that set. So that's what happens. But like sometimes also with the selection process, some of the designers have their eyes on certain models. So it's like if they want a certain model, it's like fighting for that model, and it's like, okay,
Basically their own NBA draft.
I don't know. I don't want to
FIFA
speak.
transfer market.
I don't want to speak too much
The
about
brand
this.
new June market's open, guys.
June market is
Club World
open.
Cup coming up. Come on, guys, let's do some
I
trades.
don't want to speak too much about that because, like, I do know some designers saw certain models, like, when they walked in and was like, oh, like, I need her. I need him.
I don't know. I
like,
guess
things
like
that.
it makes sense as well. Like if
Yeah,
as a designer.
so it was like, depending on which set number you have, you had first pick and things like that.
Or just be friends with the designers and just
Yeah.
sway them like, hey, model me. I can bring
Right.
eyes to this whole your design.
But
Yeah.
I guess if you don't mind me asking, for you, obviously you saying that you aren't particularly close with any of the designers
No.
prior to the show.
Yeah.
Then of course you find out that you're getting picked, and you find out this whole system.
Yeah.
from your perspective as the model, what did you find like the most rewarding bit, but also the most challenging bit doing a runway show, especially with your circumstances?
So I feel like the most rewarding bit was just being able to bring different energies to the different designers, because it was like I'm not, doing the same looks. Like for my very first Icon show, the first look that I did was kind of like slow, elegant, um kind of like this diverse royalty kind of vibe going on.
Okay.
So it was like kind of bringing that in. And then my second designer was like, hip, like 80s, 90s disco kind of vibe. So the fact that I managed to separate different energies.
That must have been tough as well, because you're going from royalty to like EDM or something.
Yeah, kind of. So it was like a slow walk where it's like, kind of like a wedding march kind of thing. And then going to like kind of bouncing around, being cool, quirky, things like that. Please do not check my Instagram.
I didn't say anything.
I see him do that. I'm like, okay, which two people? What was this?
Yeah.
You're trying to recollect his memory?
Yeah, so I loved also for the lookbook shoot, I tried to make the looks different, because when you do have set models and a set of designers, same look, same everything. So I was like, okay, for my hair, for the first one, I'm gonna wear a straight wig. For the second one, I'm gonna do like curly afro thing to kind of make it look like, okay, these are different shoots and things like that. So I was
different human being.
Different human
like
being,
it's like,
different
oh no,
clones.
This
I got a
isn't some
twin.
multiverse of madness where it's a time loop.
Yeah, I got a twin. What you mean? Um, so that was like really satisfying for me, because like not only was it like, okay, like this is what I'm gonna do, but other people also saw that and they were like, that was really cool. And I was like, thank you. But like I feel like the most challenging thing as well was carrying those different energies as well, because my second designer for the whole 80s 90s disco theme and whatnot, she's a very free spirit, so it was like, now like, okay, how do I jump from being like calm, cool, and collected and like all like, yes,
Yeah, that's called acting.
it is acting and stuff, but then like it's like, how do you act while walking? And it's like the first time doing runway and stuff, unless you count like when I was 5 and it was like school.
It's a start.
It was
It's
a start.
foreshadowing. You never know.
Okay, thank
So-
you, Thornhill. But yeah, so that was like challenging, and also just I think also what was challenging was knowing that you need to be there on time and you have to sort it out yourself. And I was so new to Dubai, so it was like, okay, getting a cab from where I lived, that was like,
The Myriad?
no, I live with family.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so
The Myriad, that Myriad bus, bro. Like,
yeah, and the schedules and things like that. So I feel like that also did help, because like my designers were, like, okay, you don't have to be here. You're here, you're helping and whatnot. So we will help cover that for you. So that was like really good. But then it also was just
The
like,
designers paid for your transport.
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Well.
On most occasions, like if we had rehearsals and I was
Pretty sure they got the reimbursement claim, so it's fine.
In this economy.
Physical receipt is always required. They never say-
Absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, so if I was like coming to campus for like classes or things like that, then it was like, okay, I will figure out my own way home, like taking the Myriad bus and like cabbing it out to my place, because it was like not that far away. But if it was like a Saturday, getting a cab like sent to where I live and then like going to uni.
He's getting a lavish Uber service, more
I
or less,
know,
with this
like-
MDX Icon show.
Right.
Damn, they have this
When-
much
when-
budget is
bro,
insane.
Athletics, cricket. We
Nah,
didn't have
nah,
this.
we
There's two options. You either come
Yeah.
to
The-
campus and you take
yeah.
the bus, or you call everyone to find out who's got a car and who you're paying.
The
gas.
luxury with my team is
Oh.
I just pick them up and drop them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
No, I'm not even joking. Like
That's
clutch moments.
clutch moments.
Yeah.
Here's another question:
Okay.
Is beauty privilege real?
You complete the fifth if you'd like.
No. Let her be.
no.
Let her be unfiltered,
And-
Unscripted.
Let's go.
In the industry or just in general?
In general,
In general, yes, 100%. Yeah. Like,
I like how she. I like
Yeah,
how she, I
yeah.
can tell you're trying to hide or
No,
like,
you-
hold the urge to be like.
you can be
"Oh."
blunt respectfully. So go on. We
oh,
will-
because I'm blonde right now?
no.
He said blunt,
Blunt.
not
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Christ,
So-
Nazareth.
Sorry.
So you can be blunt and
Okay.
go on.
Yeah, it's a thing. I feel like being here in Dubai, I've realized how much of a thing it is, because back home it was just kind of like, ew, like leave me alone. But here in Dubai, it's like, okay, you get like certain. How do I say this without like, you know?
She's trying her best.
There
but
are
you can do it.
certain. No, there are
I
certain.
need that clip now so we can just go.
I think it's a bit advantageous.
Yeah, you know, you can go to the mall and it's like, oh, if like you look nice, someone will be like, oh, a gift for you, and it's like, you know, it's like, no, I don't want to buy, I don't have the money. It's like, no, it's a gift for you, and it's like, oh, okay, thank you.
No, being a woman over here is a luxury. You get free drinks, free gifts, free entries, free this, free that, free, and then all the men had to throw money. I was like, here you go, for every single thing.
Okay.
But understandable.
Yeah.
Wait.
So it does exist, but
I feel like she's living the life we live, but the difference is we have to take out our bank cards.
More or less.
oh.
No offense.
No, it's just like I feel like it's a two-way thing because like it's not technically like a gift or like free or whatnot because like obviously if it's being done there is like an expectation, but like we're not gonna get into that today.
That's no. I mean, I think not just on the topic of, let's say, beauty standards. I
Yeah.
think that standard, in a sense, applies to anything. It could be beauty. It could be nationality based. It can
Yeah.
even be something as small as like, oh, you support the same team as me. Oh, we're besties now.
Right.
There's
right,
a lot
right,
of.
right.
It's a very big two-way street across a lot of platforms. Some good, some bad, but it also depends on the person how they play the card.
Right, exactly. No, I
Makes
agree with
sense.
that 100%.
With that, the other question comes in, or more or less two more questions. The first one being, so you see a lot of models on Instagram,
I like you
but
the air quotes of that. Nice.
those corny influences. But point being is, do you think it's as glamorous on Instagram, like the modeling
Oh,
career?
I really want to know this.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Really?
No, because like okay, like see my Instagram. It's like okay, Miss Model and whatnot.
Link in the description.
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna plug it in.
Period. But you see it and it's like okay, like Steph's really doing it and whatnot. But I also have issues. I also have days where it's like okay, I don't want to leave my room. I don't want to interact with people. I want to be a homebody. I don't want to do anything. Like, you know, mental health is like something I'm trying to be more open about and advocate for. And it's like, look, yeah, you see me doing this and this and that. But I do have days where it's like, it doesn't feel like I'm doing enough. Or it's like, I'm doing the right thing and stuff. But, you know, the whole fake it till you make it thing, it's like so real because like I know so many people that do have the same issues. I know so many people that have faked it like completely where it's like I personally, before like actually having a proper long conversation with them, I thought like, wow, this person is doing it and whatnot. And this person's like, no, girl, I just go to like IKEA or like a mall and like I like, do something and then I edit it and it looks like I had a proper shoot. And it's like,
The power of editing.
wow, literally, like the internet is like so scary. And I feel like people do like say like, oh, don't believe everything you see on the internet, but like actually do not believe everything you see on the internet, because most of it is just
the
for
best
the
parts.
likes, for the comments, for and in a sense I feel like I do blame the industry for that, because like when agencies see that like, okay, a lot of people like your content, a lot of people like the like lifestyle you're presenting, whether it's like real or fake and whatnot, they're like, okay, we want you now, we're gonna give you brand deals, we're gonna like pay for this and like sponsorships, things like that. So that promotes a lot of people to do more things. And it's like, if it's not in your means, you're out here doing the craziest things ever just so that you fit into that virtual life.
It's about finding your own limits as well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm like very grateful for the family that I've had. I'm really grateful for like, like I'm like Christian and I am like religious. So it's like, like my relationship with God also has like kind of like told me like, okay, girl, you don't have to like fake this and stuff. And my family also has been like as supportive as they can be. My friends have also been as supportive as they can be as well. So it's just like, if like I do go out and I do take nice pictures and stuff, I will post that. But I'm not actively planning to go to like random places and act like, oh, was invited to do this. I was like, and I try to be as truthful about the stuff I do, the collabs I've had. I try and like tell people like, okay, this was just like, 2-3 people like, hey, I have a camera, you're a model, I do makeup, let's gather up, try and like tell people that. I try my best to like, if people reach out to me, it's like, oh, I want to get into this, I try and be open, I try and help them, I try and tell them that like, do not expect everything to instantaneously like fall into your laps. Just because like you do like maybe 1 or 2 shoots and it's like, wow, like, okay, that's cool, because I did that like my first year in Dubai. I did do that, and then it was like, now like I was expecting people were gonna like call me and like be like,
basically it's not just, I guess it's like being true to yourself, but more importantly not forgetting the work that you still have to put in on the long run.
Yeah, so it's like, it's easy to forget that when you do look at people and their Instagram stories, their like posts and things like that, and it's like, okay, I can also do that. And then like what I was saying earlier about building that audience versus like just making content and like people thinking you're cringe. Yeah.
Sorry. The whole cringe thing is always a thing.
No, cringe is very important
No,
in modern
it's okay.
society.
We both
I
pros.
feel
Like, look at like most flopped movies.
True.
Mobius?
Precisely.
Oh, okay. Let's
Okay.
talk about movies.
Oh, you're a movie fan.
I'm like very theatrical.
Okay.
I love drama.
Superman.
Okay. Final. Before he rambles, my final question for you for this episode is one advice to all the models, aspiring models, as they say.
Be delusional.
Well, I think
That is both good and horrible.
okay.
No, I feel like what I mean by being delusional is like the whole faking it until you make it thing. It is like true. It is true when you do believe that like, okay, like you got this, you are capable of it. You do actually put yourself in those situations.
Okay.
But like also in that sense, just be as realistic as possible, because it's really, really easy to get caught up in the delusion of it. And then when things don't go the way you've initially imagined or envisioned for yourself, it's so easy to like fall down that like hole and start spiraling and feel like, oh, I'm the problem and things like that. So just be realistic, keep it 100, reach out. Do not expect people to reach out to you, because in most cases people don't even know who you are.
That's
And
like, yeah, you go, nobody's gonna knock the door kind of a
no
thing.
one's gonna knock that door. No one's going to, give you those opportunities. And I just feel that it's okay to fail. And even if it sucks, and it really, 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 really sucks, it does kind of like teach you how to go about things, and it also does encourage you to look for spaces that do, I don't know, what, empower you.
So just be delusional, that's it.
Be delusional.
There
but
you
like-
go. There you have
but
it.
be realistic about it.
Lulu is this a Lulu?
More or less.
Caught it.
And I think with that being said, that is all the time we have for today's episode. Of course, first and foremost, Stephanie, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you
I know
for
you're taking a
having
good
me.
chunk of your summer break to be here.
No worries. Thank you so much, model, not a corny influencer.
Not a corny influencer.
Influencer.
Please
That's the
do
name of the
not-
episode. Model or corny influencer?
Oh, please don't.
That's giving me ideas. But
Of
okay, never
course.
mind, never mind.
So of course, make sure you guys check out Stephanie across all her socials. We will obviously be tagging her and putting her links in the description.
Yeah.
Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. If you know people that have not heard of us, it's time to make sure they hear of us, because of course we're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts.
We will join TikTok soon.
Oh.
Because we have rivals who joined, so we're gonna step our game up now.
Exactly. You didn't have to say it like that, but exactly.
I will.
Yeah, make sure to join us on this journey. And with that being said, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next episode of MDX Unplugged, unfiltered, unscripted university life. Thank you, and have a great day ahead.
#1 podcast. Let's get it.